Introduction to the Book of Proverbs. Together with Job and Ecclesiastes, the Book of Proverbs is one of the three major wisdom books in the Hebrew Bible. All three are part of the third section of the Hebrew Bible, the writings, but the Greek Septuagint Bible relocated them in its ordering between the historical books and the prophets, and the Latin Vulgate Bible and the KJV did the same. These wisdom books are each entirely or largely written in the form of Hebrew poetry, in which the most distinctive feature is poetic parallelism. Proverbs has many examples of artful parallelism in which the poet rhymes thoughts rather than sounds, as in "Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." 16:18. Wisdom literature represents the accumulated teachings of the Israelite sages over many years, much of it from the instruction in the schools where future scribes and scholars were trained. The royal court had great need for skilled scribes and learned sages, and thus the need for schools where such could be trained. Wisdom literature is also typically open to learning from international sources, and this is why there are parallels or echoes in these books of Egyptian and Mesopotamian wisdom literature. That the students for whom this material was originally compiled were almost surely exclusively male is evident in the frequent addressing of its counsel to "my son," 2:1, 3:1, 5:1, etc. Both wisdom and her opposite, folly, are depicted as women in Proverbs. The one is more precious than rubies, and a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, 3:15-18. The other, sometimes depicted as a harlot, is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. 7:11-7. The book's first chapters contain several beautiful panegyrics to woman wisdom. 1:20, 2:5, 4:13-18, 8:1-36. And the book ends with very concrete advice about the qualities a young man should look for in a wife, 31:1-31. These being the lessons imparted to King Lemuel by his own wise mother. The original intentions of the compiler of these proverbs aside, most of the teachings in Proverbs speak equally well to young women and young men, and to people of all ages. Proverbs is a huge collection of maxims and adages, mostly brief and pithy, and aiming to communicate both practical knowledge and spiritual wisdom to listeners. A very common theme is the crucial importance of gaining wisdom and shunning foolishness, because it is only through the gaining of wisdom that one is able to view the world rightly and to discern how to live in it according to such important values as humility, righteousness, justice, and equity. Constructing and phrasing a proverb was considered a most artful skill. The idea was to express practical guidance profoundly with few words, as in, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him." 26:4. On the whole, this collection of proverbs offers a range of moral advice to help people build sound character, standards of upright and honest behavior, and even to learn good manners. Commonly featured virtues include humility, self-control, patience, trust in God, care for the poor, loyalty to friends, and honesty in word and deed. Wisdom is shown to be a gift of God, which will be a helpful guide in life for everything from practical matters to serving God. The Book of Proverbs, Chapter 1. The Value of Proverbs. Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, to understand a proverb, and the interpretation, the words of the wise, and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Wisdom's warning. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, Come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.